When you're a certain age, you use words that you know, or when you were a kid, or you remember saying, and that's what I did today. And I shouldn't have. I should have thought about it a little longer before I said, but I didn't. And I should have said cheating, and I used another word, and I'm really
a little Instagram.
He doesn't own Instagram.
He doesn't own Instagram. He just took a little.
I don't know what else to say, but it is. I'm just looking at this video, and it's so bizarre.
Whoopi Goldberg's recent comments about Elon Musk's son have ignited a firestorm of outrage and legal drama. What started as a seemingly harmless joke quickly spiraled into one of the most controversial moments of her career. As the backlash intensifies, questions arise. Did Whoopi cross the line for the last time? Is this the scandal that could finally bring her down? In a world where public figures are held accountable for their words, this incident raises significant concerns about the boundaries of comedy and the responsibilities of those who wield influence. With social media amplifying every reaction, the fallout from this clash between Whoopi and Musk has the potential to reshape their careers and the landscape of daytime television. It all began during a live broadcast of The View, where Whoopi Goldberg made a mocking remark about Elon Musk's son, affectionately named X. The comment was intended to be humorous, but it quickly backfired, sending shockwaves through the audience and beyond. Whoopi's quip about the child's name was not just a lighthearted jab, it struck a nerve, igniting a wave of criticism from fans and critics alike. The atmosphere in the studio shifted dramatically as laughter turned to disbelief. Viewers were stunned, and the backlash was immediate. Fans, critics, and even some of Whoopi's own supporters turned against her, expressing their outrage on social media platforms. Comments flooded in, condemning Whoopi for targeting a child, and many argued that her joke crossed a line that should never be crossed. The situation escalated further when Elon Musk himself took to Twitter to respond to Whoopi's remarks. In a series of tweets, Musk made it clear that he wouldn't tolerate any disrespect towards his family. He called out Whoopi and The View for what he perceived as bullying a child on national television. His words resonated with many, further fueling the fire of public outrage. The incident quickly transformed from a lighthearted moment into a full-blown scandal, with Musk's supporters rallying around him and demanding accountability for Whoopi's actions. The fallout from Whoopi's comments was swift and relentless. Public outrage reached a fever pitch as more people became aware of the incident. Social media exploded with reactions, and hashtags like #CancelTheView began trending. Fans of Musk rallied around him, condemning Whoopi's remarks and calling for consequences. Critics of The View seized the opportunity to voice their discontent, and the narrative quickly shifted from a simple joke to a serious indictment of Whoopi's character. Musk's reaction was not just an emotional response, it was calculated and strategic. He accused Whoopi and The View of engaging in bullying behavior, and his words resonated with many who felt that attacking a child was crossing an unspoken boundary. The backlash was relentless, and it became clear that Whoopi was facing a significant public relations crisis. As the outrage intensified, Musk's team began exploring potential legal action against Whoopi and the network. The implications of this were profound. It wasn't just about a joke gone wrong. It was about accountability and the consequences of public discourse. Whoopi found herself in a whirlwind of legal drama, public scrutiny, and personal humiliation. The incident had escalated beyond her control, and the consequences were beginning to loom large. The internet became a battleground as social media users weighed in on the controversy. Memes, tweets, and commentary flooded platforms like Twitter and Instagram, creating a digital echo chamber of outrage. Supporters of Musk were vocal in their condemnation of Whoopi, while others criticized Musk for what they perceived as an overreaction. The division among fans was palpable, and Musk's supporters were more than willing to defend him against any perceived slight. As the situation unfolded, it became evident that this was more than just a fleeting moment of outrage. The backlash had staying power, with many users expressing their anger long after the initial incident. Comments ranged from calls for Whoopi to apologize to demands for her to be removed from the show entirely. The hashtag cancel the view gained traction, and it became a rallying cry for those who felt that Whoopi's comments were not only inappropriate, but also indicative of a larger problem within the media landscape. Musk supporters took to social media to voice their outrage, sharing their thoughts on the incident and calling for accountability. Meanwhile, Whoopi's defenders attempted to downplay the situation, arguing that it was just a joke and that Musk was overreacting. However, the tide of public opinion seemed to favor Musk, and the backlash against Whoopi only intensified. In the wake of the chaos, Whoopi attempted to address the backlash, but her responses fell flat. She expressed regret for her comments, but many felt that it was too little, too late. The producers and PR teams at The View were scrambling to manage the crisis, but every attempt at damage control seemed to fail spectacularly. Whoopi found herself in the eye of a storm she never anticipated, facing an unprecedented level of scrutiny. As the backlash continued to grow, Whoopi's attempts to clarify her remarks only added fuel to the fire. Critics pointed out that her initial comments were not just a slip of the tongue, they were a deliberate choice to mock a child. The public sentiment shifted further against her, and the pressure mounted for her to take responsibility for her actions. The producers at The View faced immense pressure from network executives to contain the fallout. Every day brought new headlines and fresh outrage, and it became increasingly clear that Whoopi was at the center of a media storm that threatened to derail her career. The tension in the studio was palpable, and the atmosphere shifted from one of camaraderie to one of uncertainty and fear. As if the situation wasn't already tense enough, Joy Behar decided to double down on the controversy. Instead of backing off, she made her own inflammatory comments, suggesting that Musk should have invested in better birth control. This remark only fueled the fire, drawing even more ire from viewers and critics alike. Behar's comments transformed the situation from bad to catastrophic, and the backlash against The View intensified. Behar's defense of Whoopi's comments was met with disbelief, and many viewers expressed their outrage at her insensitivity. The backlash against her was swift, with social media users condemning her for her remarks and demanding accountability. The situation escalated further, and it became clear that the feud between The View and Musk was far from over. The public's reaction to Behar's comments was fierce, and many felt that she had crossed a line as well. The atmosphere in the studio became increasingly fraught, with co-hosts finding themselves at odds over the controversy. As the backlash continued to grow, it became evident that both Whoopi and Joy were facing significant consequences for their actions. The implications of this controversy extend far beyond just Whoopi and Joy. Advertisers began to rethink their ties to The View, and top-tier sponsors were reportedly considering pulling their ads. The financial stakes were high, and ABC executives were in full-blown panic mode. This wasn't just a public relations disaster, it was a potential financial catastrophe that could threaten the very existence of the show. As the backlash continued to escalate, the network faced mounting pressure to respond. Advertisers were reportedly reevaluating their partnerships with The View, and concerns about lost revenue began to surface. The financial implications of this scandal were significant, and ABC executives were scrambling to contain the damage before it spiraled further out of control. The fallout from this incident could have long-lasting effects on the network and its programming. Major advertisers, the lifeline of the show, were reportedly reconsidering their deals, and the potential loss of sponsorships loomed large. The situation was dire, and the stakes had never been higher for The View and its hosts. Elon Musk, known for his fierce determination, wasn't going to let this go easily. His past actions show that he doesn't just clap back, he dismantles. The question now looms, could he take legal action against Whoopi or the network? Given Musk's history of using his influence to settle scores, this drama is far from over. Musk's response to the situation was not just an emotional reaction, it was a calculated move designed to send a message. He made it clear that he wouldn't tolerate any disrespect towards his family, and his words resonated with many who felt that attacking a child was crossing an unspoken boundary. The internet buzzed with speculation about what Musk might do next, and it became evident that he was not one to back down from a fight. As the situation unfolded, it was clear that Musk's determination to protect his family would not waver. His supporters rallied around him, and the narrative shifted from one of outrage to one of solidarity. Musk's influence in the tech world and beyond gave him a unique position in this conflict, and many wondered how far he would go to defend his son. As we reflect on this shocking incident, it's clear that the stakes are high for Whoopi Goldberg and The View. This isn't just another Hollywood scandal, it's a moment that could redefine accountability in media. The clash between Whoopi and Musk raises important questions about the boundaries of comedy and the responsibilities of public figures. How will this situation unfold, and what does it mean for public figures who dare to cross the line? The fallout from this incident is just beginning, and the implications for both Whoopi and Musk are profound. The internet is watching closely, and the world of daytime television may never be the same. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more shocking revelations. The story is just beginning, and the fallout could be monumental.